All right, so now that most players are out at spring training, we're hearing from some of the big names. And we heard from Angels MVP Mike Trout finally speaking about the trade speculation. And I'm going to read you his quote. Because he said, asking for a trade would be the easy way out. There might be a time, maybe, I really haven't thought about this, but when I sign the contract, I'm loyal. I want to win the championship here. The overall picture of winning a championship or getting to the playoff here is a bigger satisfaction than bailing out and just taking the easy way out. So I think that's my mindset. Maybe down the road if something changes, but that's been my mindset ever since the trade speculation came up. He also said he's been pushing owner Artie Moreno and their GM to sign one of the big remaining free agents. My question, though, is just at what point do you realize that it just hasn't worked? Trout has been there for over a decade with two of the best players that we had in the game during that time with him and Shohei Otani. They've only been to one postseason. He hasn't even won a playoff game. And they haven't had the best luck with big free agents over the years. This is loyalty that I think is going to hurt his career if he ever wants to win a playoff game.
Yeah, I think the loyalty is something that everybody should be able to, appreciate. Man, that guy is loyal.
Loyal to the bone.
But it is, you're going to look back on his career and think, well, that, as of right now, the guy never won a playoff game. The guy played in 3 playoff games.
Got swept.
And over a decade. But he stayed loyal to his team. And I say this every time.
Yeah.
It's so easy for fans, and I get it. But it is so easy for fans to sit on the outside and say, man, he should request a trade. What is he doing? Why doesn't he just leave? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, 1, he's loyal to the team that signed him.
Yeah.
2, what people don't think about is the guy has a family. Yeah. The guy loves where he is. The guy has a child. He's going to go to school in an area that he's comfortable with. He has a home. He has a wife. He, again, has a family that is comfortable where they are. What?
When you're as big of a star like Mike Trout, I think there's a few players that, you're going to be fine and you're going to figure it out if you end up at a great place.
If you want to go to a different place.
If you want to go. But his thing is as you heard in the quote, he wants the challenge. It won't be as satisfying for him to just go off and join a super team and win somewhere else. His goal is to try to bring that to Anaheim, which it's always been. It's just, you had Shohei Otani, you've had Albert Pujols, you've had some of the greats in the game, and you've only been to the postseason once and haven't even won a playoff game. Couldn't get it done then. When is enough? What's it going to take? At what point in his career is he going to decide, okay, I'd like to see what the postseason's all about?
But clearly he's valuing his stability and his comfortability. The guy could have gone anywhere already and
he's
played.
having losing seasons.
So what are you saying?
What
are you saying to who? Frustrating. Clearly he's fine where he is and happy. I
just think he wants to keep his word. I think he wants to keep his word of saying, I'm signing here because I want to bring a championship back to Anaheim. And that's what he's doing. But there's no way. He's a winner. That's all he's ever wanted to do is win. That's his number one goal, and it's not happening. That's got to be so frustrating.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm sure there is a part of him that says, I want to bring the championship here to the place that signed me.
Yeah.
But I again, feel like the point that everyone misses when they say Mike Trout is one of the greatest of all time, why doesn't he just leave? Well, it's, again, not that easy. And sure, what you said is true. Would he be fine if he just uprooted his family and moved somewhere else? Of course he would be.
Yeah.
But that is a lot to do when you have a family and you've been somewhere for over a decade. Yeah. My whole point is it's not as easy as just saying, the guy should request a trade and get out. Where do you want him to go? Back to where he's from, Philly or New York? So then you're moving across the entire country.
Well, then he'd be playing with Judge or Bryce Harper. So then you're literally joining a super team.
Yes.
Yeah, which is what he's saying. That's the easy way out.
Yes. And that's only talking about the baseball aspect.
Yeah.
The only point I want to make is there is a lot more outside of it than just the baseball aspect and just the financial aspect of would he be fine if he moved somewhere else. There's a lot that does go into it, in my opinion, that people just, when they say Mike Trout should request a trade, well, yeah, I would like to see Mike Trout on a winning team. I would like to see Mike Trout in the playoffs. But if Mike Trout wants to stay with the Angels and win there, then who the hell are we to be like, he should get out and go somewhere else? Because how long have we been saying that? 5 years?
But this is the first time there was kind of that conversation of like, well, if he requested a trade, maybe it might happen.
No, it's not.
And Otani was out. That's what the media rumors were. And this was him addressing it for the first time. That's why it was a conversation, I think, in such a big conversation. Because Otani finally said, I want to win. I need out. That was his biggest thing at his Dodgers press conference is, I came here to win.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen with the Angels. I believe it can happen with the Dodgers. And then everyone looks at Mike Trout. It's like, well, do you want to win too? He's like, I'm loyal. He's choosing loyalty over winning. So that's his choice.
It is his choice. Thanks for watching. If you love flipping bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.